All right, like I said, we have a short period, so let's get right into this. First, we have a quote here, and this quote should give you a hint at what we're going to be looking at today. Can someone read this for me? Go ahead, Monique.
I do not agree with what you have to say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. Voltaire.
Voltaire. And we talked about Montesquieu, we talked about Rousseau, we talked about their contributions to our American government system. Voltaire was a huge deal too. And he was a strong, huge advocate of our right to speak, free speech. So what are we going to talk about today? Free speech. And there's also going to be some information on the right, free press as well, which almost go hand in hand. They are linked for sure. And this is a group assignment, and I'll explain it to you as soon as I'm done passing these out. First, there's three cases here. Texas v. Johnson, Near v. Minnesota, and Tinker v. Des Moines. All have to do with free speech or free press in one way or the other. You're going to be divided into groups of three. Bless you. What we're going to be doing is the 3 R's. We're going to read, respond, and report. Each person in the group is going to be in charge of reading just one of the articles. You're going to look at the article, and then there's questions to consider on the bottom of the article. These you will not turn in. These are simply to help you understand the article, to understand the significance of the case itself. And these are to give you talking points for when you report. You're going to respond to these questions. You're going to respond to another group of questions that you will write down. The report part is you're going to teach the other 2 members of your group about your particular case. So by the end of this, you should know about 3 significant court cases that have to do with speech and press. You're only reading one, but you're relying on the other 2 to teach you, and you are teaching to other people. So first, you're going to read the text that is assigned to you personally. And how that works is after I divide you into groups, I'm going to come by and give you a number, 1, 2, or 3. If you look at each article, there's either 1 circle, 2 circles, or 3 circles after it. We all see that. So if you're number 2, you go to the one with 2 circles. If you're number 3, you go to the one with 3 circles. All right? You're going to respond to the questions by taking the necessary notes, bullet points, highlights, whatever you want to do. Not on this, I need this back. Then you're going to use the text and your responses to the questions to report to the other members of your group about your text. You are teaching your partners about the background of your particular case. Be sure to note any vocabulary or any terms that you feel may be important or may be on the test. Then you're going to discuss the questions to answer, which are on the following slide, with your group and respond accordingly. While it is expected that you will work together to answer the questions, each student needs to have their own set of answers. And it is expected that you read your cases first, you respond to the questions, you teach the other members of your group, because with these questions that follow, you're going to want to know about each one of the cases, and you're going to need to use the cases in your answers. You're going to relate the cases to your answers. Do we understand that? Any questions? All right. I have assigned groups for you. Group number 1 over here, the 2 Jessicas and Kai. Group 2, Stephen, Kevin, and Tram. Group 3, Chandler, Caitlin, and Stephen. My goodness, what did I do?
Wait, which
Virgo, sorry, you. You're in Stephen B. I'm sorry, I should have done the thing is with. Where am I? Caitlin and Chandler. Group 4, Jeff, Taylor, and Brian. Group 5, Hayden, Monique, and Daniel. Group 6, Mozzie, Dan, and Dallas. Group 7, we have a missing person 7. For now, have it just be Tabitha and Jake, and I'll work on that. Group 8, right now, have it be Chandler. Oh, I have Chandler twice, that's what happened. Okay, sorry Chandler, you are in group 7. Chandler is in group 7 with Tabitha and Jake. Sorry to break up the party. Okay, group 8.
Mr. James, then they only have group 2.
Huh?
Then they only have group 2.
I will fix that. Group 9. Mikey, Mai, and Hui. Yeah, start moving. Who didn't I say?
I don't know. I'm just confused.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back here. Have I said everybody? You're in group 2. Kevin and Stephen N. Turn your desks to face each other. Get all cozy. You guys will just base it on Tuesday. And I'll figure that out. All right, group number 1, Jessica G, you're number 1. Kai, you're number 2. Jessica B, you're number 3. Group 2, you're number 1. Kevin, you're number 2. Trent, number 3. Chandler, you're number 1. Caitlin, number 2. And number 3. 4. Okay, Jeff 1, Taylor 2, Brian 3. Group 5, Hayden 1, Monique 2, Daniel 3. Group 6, Mozzie 1, Dan 2, Dallas 3. Group 7, Tabitha 2, Jake 3. So you guys will just not do text. I mean, you can read it, it's very short, but we don't have it, it's not so visible, but it's great. All right, group 9, Mikey 1, Mai 2, Hui 3. Everybody knows what number you are. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, you might want to scan the first one. But it's pretty kind of related to number 3 as far as the small speech and stuff. So don't do focus on 2 and 3. There's ones I want to focus on. But put up the questions if you need to look at 1. It's short. So
these questions are you going to actually write down?
no. If you would like to write them in your notes.
Take notes on
And you have to take notes on them so that when you teach your other group members and you have something there, then do that. But what you're going to turn in is a completely different set of questions. I don't know how to put it right now. Okay. Again, these are the questions you're going to write down the answers to when you're done reporting. When you're done teaching everybody, all the members of your group, then you're going to go in and you're going to start looking at these questions. These are the ones you're going to officially write down and turn into me. You're going to work together on the answers, but you're going to turn me in individual sheets. Those you're going to want to know because those are going to be the talking points for your group when you're going to report.
Well, we only need to answer the questions that are on our presentation, and then we explain it, right?
Right.
Okay.
And then to turn in, everybody does these questions to turn in. who's number one in this one? And you're doing Texas Beach Austin, who's number two? You're doing, now know this, the only one that I can do the result to is nearby Minnesota. The other two is just the background. So if you need to look up, the results of the states, feel free to do that. That helps with grants. Who's one? Who's two? You're two, so you're three. Okay. This is the only one that I gave the results of the case to. So these two, if the results of the case are going to help you grant, just go look that up. Okay, but the key terms, the key ideas are in here. But the results of the case can help you as well. Okay, who's one? Okay, Texas, Wisconsin. Who's two? Nearby Minnesota. These two, the results are going to help you with the questions that we made. But I'm going to definitely talk about it. I don't know if yeah, that's hard one. Okay, who's one? Robert, okay. Texas B. Johnson, who's two? And you're three. Do you want me one? Here, that we need the results for is nearby Minnesota. The other two, I just gave the background to. All the key terms are in the background, but if you need the results to help answer the questions, feel free to use them. Look up the results. Who's one? Now, the only one that can give you the results are yours. These two, I just gave you the background. Some of these terms are hard to use. The results of the case help you with answering the question. Feel free to learn.
Vandalizing a respective object, but then when he went to court, they said that it went against the First Amendment, which included symbolic speech, that he was set free because he was
If that will help you.
it was used as a symbol for his anger.
These are just
the
talking
court said that you
just
can't,
talking points.
basically,
But
you
wait a
can't
minute,
just
sir.
claim the American flag
And
as a
remember to
symbol
use
of something.
these cases in your
Same things to everyone else, and then he was set free.
So, did it basically say that his violent account was like,
Yeah, they charged him because it was supposed to be, he was vandalizing an object.
They did the trial, yes, this is
And the
what
court
we did in
ruled
Supreme Court.
that
They did it.
it was okay because,
Yes.
the First
You don't want to
Amendment
read the
protected
decision.
the freedom of speech. And so they ruled that the court was his way of doing symbolic speech.
There are certain situations that are different. So you're going to want to know those circumstances.
mine was.
So for that, you're going to have to look at the decision. I'm going to talk about it in the review, but for this reason, you're going to want to look up the
And then Jay Lear started the papers that trashed everything. And not himself, because no one knew what he's been like during 4 days. He like published a scandal sheet. What's good is that's wrong on me. That's what they were.
What's the difference between speech and symbolic speech?
Basically, they said that censoring newspapers in advance was and it was.
It's a symbol of their protest, right? So they're not saying it's a symbol.
So, they ruled that no one.
Pamphlet focus less on symbolic speech with the pamphlet. I want you to focus more on that as press. Right. Did you read Texas B. Johnson? Okay, that's also the case of symbolic speech. So your answer when you do, you're going to want. You know, I was debating this yesterday with the rest of us because we're trying to figure it out. More technical definition of your speech is symbol. And symbolic symbols or items just have different letters or symbols. So, like, not a technical definition, I think we're going to consider
Stephen.
You're speaking.
Yeah, I'll just finish mine. Okay, so.
But there are no
Decided that the
Wait, we were talking about what black arms.
yeah, it's a matter of prestige. Like, could get rid of them. Or we.
Wait,
Well, teach me
what
some.
are the armbands? We missed the whole thing.
Yeah, just teach me, no. Okay, instead of you teach me from the top.
No, I mean like the
Liberties,
No, teach me Mary, Minnesota. You teach me. Yeah.
Also, the guy was writing stuff in the newspaper about corruption
What's the key term in near Minnesota that you're gonna wanna know from?
I have like that, but trying to make that last.
What does that mean?
speech
Yes, it is a form of censorship. And the key idea of prior restriction, they're blocking it before. Yeah, you're right, before they can see it. So they're, you know, and that is basically censorship. People are gonna wanna know that. Haven't taught each other yet.
Is this an object or an action?
Oh, these, the individual, yeah, that will help you if you want to teach them.
So they found a neighborhood consequences. What's that? They found it. Why? They said it was honoring the flag, that was speech. So,
Yes, there's a key word, a key term in there.
It's okay.
No, that has more to do with trying, but they just refer to shame. Shame is an
Isn't it like, so many employers do, right? They can't say, like, during jury duty, you can't say, that this is the one that they. Because we can't say.
You can freaking speech anywhere as a person.
You're teaching?
Well, because you can't say it.
The case is about censored newspapers and, they have to be officially approved before publication. That's what prior restraint means.
So you get
And they can't.
you don't get speech anymore, you do the freedom of speech.
Like jury situations and like when you're
they have to
Or in like
check
court
it
cases, maybe?
for publishing it to censor it.
So that they can restrain it.
Exactly. Junior published a scandal sheet, which, he was just calling out the corruption within the government, like, there were policemen being laid off, and, the Jews were ruling the whole country, stuff like that. And eventually, he had to be stopped, and the court decided that the prior restraint is unconstitutional. That's exactly what the First Amendment is trying to prevent.
Does it talk in that case about
Freedom to be protected at all times, no matter what.
term wise brought up? I don't know.
Oh, wait, speech. That's the same thing, like liability.
No, Hey, who's gonna teach me about Texas v. Johnson? Who did Texas v. Johnson? You did? Okay, then I want Stephen Green to teach me about Texas v. Johnson, because if you taught him about Texas v. Johnson, he could teach me about Texas v. Johnson.
People who are against nuclear weapons, they protest on the streets, and that's Johnson very